Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. Thank you all for being here today. Thank you all for being patient because I was really sick. I had like a really bad cold and strep throat and, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm better, not exactly where I want to be yet, but thank God I'm better, you know. And I've been resting, drinking a lot of liquids, having soup, and just learning how to relax because anyone who knows me, I like to work, etc. But I am doing better, as you can hear. So thank you all for your well wishes, etc. And thank you all for being here today. So I'm back with a word of encouragement for everyone. The topic of discussion today is stay encouraged. And the affirmation for today is I have like an outline here today. Um, take all the time that you need to heal. Take all the time that you need to heal and never apologize for it. Never allow anyone to tell you when your healing process should end. In reality, healing never ends. It changes. It looks different as we begin to heal and take care of our physical and mental health. And just keep persevering through all of the, difficulties that is associated with healing, etc. Don't give up and don't give in. It's important to stay on the road to healing and recovering from grief and loss. So, guys, I want to share something with you. So, I think it was Saturday night. The movie that came on that I was watching while I was recuperating, etc., is the Oprah Winfrey was in it and Forrest Whitaker. I love Forrest Whitaker, by the way, and it was called The Butler. And I thought I could watch it all the way through because I've seen it in a movie when it came out. I saw it with my son, I think. But anyway, um, forgot about this part, and I don't want to give it away for those who've never seen it. But the part because Oprah Winfrey was married to Forrest Whitaker in a movie for years, and um, one part she asked him to go get her Bible for her, and then he comes back and she was dead. That triggered me. I swear, I thought I was okay to see that. It triggered the hell out of me to the point I couldn't. I had to turn it off because I was triggered. Because all of a sudden, I just thought about my mother, and you know what came to mind honestly when I saw that is that I talked about this for newcomers here. If you go back a few videos, maybe even more than that, where I talk about when my mom first passed away, and my family have a weird habit of taking pictures of people in our family who are newly deceased and sending it in a text message to everybody. I don't like that. I hate that. I think it's despicable. And I have voiced my opinion on that several times. It's the most despicable thing that I think should be done. And it is not any last way that I want to remember a loved one. And I didn't know that was coming. And I have four pictures of like that to my old phone I have, um, where it was on a family text and it went to everybody and it went to my son. That part of the movie that I saw, it triggered that. And oh my God, I was on my knees like, oh, and I couldn't watch it. And I had to put on some music right away and listen to that and get through it. And anyone who does that, I just, voice my opinion. I can't emphasize that enough just how despicable I think that is. The person is gone, and it's hard enough. And I know we couldn't have a funeral and etc. and so forth, but taking pictures of someone who means so much to you, who passed away, so that the whole family can see it, and especially my son, which was not a good idea to do. So I don't like those things, and that's done on both sides of my family, and they get mad at me, and I don't care about them getting mad because I think that's despicable to do. It just that's not okay. But anyway, that triggered that kind of situation in me on Saturday watching that movie, and I said, "Oh, I can't watch this." But it's a very good movie, but I just that part of it. So what I'm saying with all of this, people, is that I still have trigger moments, even 3 years going into 4 years later, because my mom passed away on April 15, 2020, and I still have those moments, you know. And as each day and each year goes by, each day, month, week, year, the reality becomes more and more that she's not here, and it just have trigger moments. And I don't let people tell me you should be over it by now. No, you never get over it. You get through it, but you never get over it. It's important to just keep healing, because there's going to be times for those who are going through the grief. There's going to be times where you feel okay and you're not thinking about it and your day is going good, maybe your week, maybe for a few weeks. And then something happens, you see something or you hear something that triggers that. And it's okay to have those trigger moments, because we all are human. And never allow anyone to tell you when you should get over something. You never get over it. You can get through it, and it takes time. We all have to heal. Take the time when you get up in the morning to tell yourself that I can get through the day. It's okay if I feel A, B, C, and D, but thank God, number one, for waking you up and that you're here, because your passed over loved ones would never want you to stay in a place of grief, anxiety, and depression. They would always want you to embrace life to the fullest. So get up in the morning, tell yourself, no matter what you're going through, that it's okay. You're breathing, you're awake, and thank God for the day. Thank him for waking you up. Um, look in the mirror and tell yourself that you deserve to heal and you deserve to be happy. And as you start to do these little things that I've been talking about in all these videos that I've been doing here, sharing with you guys, you start to feel better. It may not happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. But as you persevere and do these things, music, taking walks with your animals, spending time alone, but not too much time where you are in a deep depression, but just enough time alone so that you can heal and you can process the loss and get through it. It's important. So once those things start to happen, you start to self-love, because and then when you self-love, you're going to want to automatically heal. You're going to automatically think about your physical and mental health, because all of that is affected by the loss, and you want to always take care of that, because without that you have nothing. You can't do anything else if your mental and physical health is affected and you're not taking care of it. So it's very important. Please do so. Start loving on yourself in some ways, like take a small mini trip, get away from it all, and just, if you can, take a mini trip, go away for a few days, reflect on the loss, just take time to have peace and time to yourself. It's important. And never allow anyone to make you feel guilty for spending time alone. I like to spend time alone. I don't feel lonely, by doing that. When I spend time alone and I'm in prayer a lot with God, and it just makes me stronger, and it helps me, to reflect and to think about my life and those who are in it, etc. You take one day at a time. And it's important to have people in your life who support you in this, in what you're going through. Not somebody who's going to tell you, girl, you should be over that already, or this should be happening, or, it happened a long time ago, get over it. No one should be in your life telling you that. For me, I put distance between myself and that kind of toxicity. So, Take time to reflect on a loss. um, some ways that you want to take care of yourself and your mental health is to just reflect on it. Think about it and know that it's okay if you're crying or whatever emotion that you have, and it's all affiliated with the loss. And it's okay to allow yourself to feel those emotions because it's an outlet for the pain. Never be too proud to allow yourself to feel what you're going through, because if you don't, you stagnate yourself, and you allow you the pain and the depression, all those things stay with you. There's no outlet for it, so allow yourself to feel it. And you don't have to share, because some people don't like sharing what they're feeling and going through with others. That's why I always tell people on this channel, Google a therapist in whatever area you live in, and see which therapist that you connect with. You don't have to tell people what you're doing, you just do it for yourself. And then there are bereavement groups as well. Connect to those, because you're going to hear from other people who are going through grief and stress and anxiety. And they talk about some ways how they're getting through it, which may be beneficial for you as well. Also, I want to remind everyone that I'm not a licensed therapist. I don't have a degree in therapy, although I have a degree, but not in social work or therapy. I am someone who's going through 10 losses during a shutdown, and plus my dog. And I talk about ways how I came back from it, you know, besides prayer, and asking God to help me, and just things that I do. Music is besides prayer, is another way that I help myself, because music is everything. It's soothing, it's therapeutic. And also, I'm a published author. I write a lot too, sometimes I write poems, but I don't share them. Those things, help me to, it's a form of therapy as well, you know. And then I allow myself to feel whatever pain that I'm going through. I don't have to share it with the outside world, but I share here on this channel because I want other people to know I'm human too, just like everybody else. And I have my up days where I feel like elevated, and then I have those days, not so good days. And then I just try to keep persevering through it, which is important. And it's also important to remove as much toxicity from your life, especially when you're going through this grief. You don't want to add that to your grief, because that's going to make it take longer for you to heal if you got toxicity on top of the grief and etc. So try to limit as much toxicity in your life as you can. We may not be able to get rid of all of it, but do your best to get rid of as much of it as you can, especially while you're going through the grief. Understand and accept that you're going to have your good days as well as your bad days, but persevere through it and just keep going. And do things that make you feel good, like music. If you have a pet, spend time with your pet. Do things that make you feel good. Sometimes people join, they do volunteer work and things of that nature, buy puzzles and do things to keep your mind preoccupied, and know that you're worth it. And all these things I'm talking about builds up your self-love. And once you start to love on yourself, not be in love with yourself, but love on yourself, it's going to help you to do more for you, for your physical and mental health, which means everything. And share these videos here with other people. It's important, because there are other people in other places that are going through this, but they are quietly going through it, through the grief of the loss. And you may not know what they're feeling. So share these videos, subscribe, and let's keep this going. What I learned through everything so far is I learned how to turn the pain into power, the power into purpose, the purpose into paying it forward to help other people. And for other people, as they get better, to help others as well. That's the key factor here. And that's what I want you to remember, if you don't remember a whole lot within these videos, but that's the key factor here. Thank you all for being here. I will be back again tomorrow if I'm feeling good. You know, I will be here as much as I can to encourage you and to uplift you. And let's keep this going, okay? Everyone, have a great Monday, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you all. Thank you, and have a good day. Bye for now.